SpongeBob has passed away this evening. This just in. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
SpongeBob SquarePants has passed away tragically in a tragic boating accident.
Doing the sound effects. But yeah, here's the little.
No, I'm just kidding. And welcome back to another exciting episode of 2Ps in a motherfucking podcast. I'm Josh. This is Sean.
Hi.
We're high on Burger King.
Yes.
We had the SpongeBob meal.
Yes. I have a headache.
Oh. From the SpongeBob meal?
Sure.
Oh, okay. No, not really.
No.
We only got half of it, though, because our Burger King didn't have the pie or the float.
We did record us eating it and reacting to it, though.
We did.
So go to the Fongie Corporation YouTube channel and look out for that video coming out on Friday.
On Friday, the same day as Celebrity Dinner Party.
Yes.
The Best of Square Guy and the Predators Volume 1. Containing 12 classics and 2 new songs, Jim Carrey and Celebrity Dinner Party.
Yes.
All streaming services it'll be available on Friday, the 12th.
Yes.
And with that being said, we're going to get right into this episode.
Yes. What are we doing, Josh?
We're talking about...
Go ahead.
4 days at Larry's.
4 days at Larry's. 1 and 2.
We're talking about 5 Nights at Freddy's, the movie.
Yeah.
We're talking about one. We're going to talk about the first one because we just saw, as of recording, the second one.
Yes, we literally just got home from the theater.
Just got back from the theater. Interior. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so because we didn't review the first one either on the podcast, we're going to talk about that one for a little bit, and then we'll talk about the second one that just came out. We're so topical. Look at us.
Yes.
This is quicker than any Marvel movie review we've put out.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Who would have thunk that FNAF 2 would be the one?
Who would have? Who would have thought?
Well, our Fantastic Four review was pretty on par because we saw that first day.
Well, we saw that the day it came out.
Yes, and then we,
And then we talked about it. Let's talk about it.
For our super fantastic, terrific week.
Well, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about that.
My Whoopi Goldberg impression.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Five Nights
anyway.
at Freddy's 2 was a great movie.
Yes. Do you want to start with our rankings for both movies, or do you want to do the ranking for number 1, talk about number 1, and then do the ranking?
Why
for
don't
2
we
and go
do?
2?
Why don't we talk about 1 and then rank it?
You want to do the ranking after?
Then
Like
we'll talk about 2 and
okay.
do the ranking after. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the first one, honestly, I've probably only seen it like 2 times, twice.
I think I've seen it twice too.
I think we saw it in theaters, and then I watched it at home because it was also on Peacock.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. The first one, I mean, going into it, as we do with all video game movie adaptations, we were hesitant, you know, and especially the lore that runs so deep with the FNAF franchise. It was interesting it was nerve-wracking to know how they were going to handle all of that.
Because there's a lot of, for those who don't know, there's a lot of lore when it comes to the FNAF games.
Lore
Yes. Again.
But yeah, so it was I was nervous to see how they were gonna do the first one.
Yeah.
But the first one actually turned out to be really fun.
It did, and they changed some stuff, but that's okay. They changed it to make sense with the movie.
Yeah, that was something that people were also talking about now that the second one's out. I'm not gonna talk about the second one, but people's reaction to the second one is these movies seem like they're not being connected to the games. so much as they're using them as source. It's like a
they're
Marvel
using them
movie.
as source material, but they're making their own universe
Choices with their decisions, and I think that's
yeah,
how they should do it.
It's a different universe than the games.
Because it also means all of the super FNAF fans that go to watch these movies still don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because there will be Easter eggs, like a Marvel movie, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
there's Easter eggs and references to the comics and previous things, but there is differences, you know? Like, a lot of character motivations are different. Some of their powers are different. And so FNAF, the movies, are doing the same thing. They're using the source material. They have Scott Cawthon producing these movies, so
I think he's
helpful.
also co-writing them.
I would not put it past him. But yeah, so even super fans are still left guessing what's gonna happen. And I think with the first FNAF movie, they did almost a perfect blend of like lore and just making a good movie.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely, yeah. Like the first one we got. I mean, the main character in the first one was Mike Schmidt. Who,
Yes.
For those who aren't aware, Mike Schmidt is the original security guard character in the first game.
Yes.
We didn't know that at the time. Well, actually, no. Didn't they say his name on the paycheck? Didn't they say Mike Schmidt on the paycheck?
On the paychecks, yes.
Yeah, so then you find that out. So he's the main character in
Yes.
the first game and in the first movie.
Yeah.
As well as his sister Abby.
Yes.
Who's
and
not?
his-
I don't think Abby's in the games, but
I think
she?
I think there is a character named Abby in the games, but I don't know if she's
Yeah.
related to Mike. I know that his brother is in the games.
yes.
And in the first movie, they do touch on that. They touch on his brother and the kidnapping of him, and he got murdered.
And then Vanessa's in the game too, right?
Yes, but Vanessa, which I was going to talk about with the second movie, but Vanessa comes in way later in the games. So when we get to Vanessa in FNAF 2,
wait.
because she has a bigger part in FNAF 2,
Yes.
the movie,
Yeah.
so we'll talk about her more in depth later.
Yes.
But she does
I
show
remember,
up in the
but
games.
I remember what you're talking about. Yes.
Yes.
And so Mike needs a job.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a job as a security guard at an abandoned restaurant.
Yeah. And who gives him this job?
Steve Raglan.
Yeah.
Basically. Played by Matthew Lillard.
Yes.
The incomparable Matthew Lillard.
Yes.
Who just got dissed by Quentin Tarantino. Did you see that?
Listen, man. Quentin Tarantino's on something right now.
Quentin Tarantino just dissed both Paul Dano and Matthew Lillard, saying their acting is terrible.
He threw a couple of other names in there, too. He even said Martin Scorsese's a bad director.
Paul Dano is the most underrated actor out there. That dude should have been nominated for an Oscar like years and years and years ago.
I've only seen him in The Batman, but yes, I agree.
I seen him in Little Miss Sunshine.
Wasn't he in that movie, The Fablemans?
Yes.
I think he was.
There Will Be Blood. He was I mean, I've seen clips, but I know he was fucking awesome in that.
I mean, yeah, Paul Dano,
But
yeah.
Off topic, but yes, Matthew Lillard plays Steve Raglan,
Yes.
quote unquote Steve Raglan.
Yeah.
So Mike gets a job at this place called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and come to find out, there's these animatronics there. The animatronic characters. There's Freddy, there's Bonnie, there's Chica, and there's Foxy. I'm saying this to the people that don't know the game.
Yeah. No, I'm letting
Everybody
you do your
that
thing.
listens to this probably knows the games.
Probably.
Unless you're in like
They probably don't know the deep lore,
Yeah.
but like, you know,
So-
we've all seen the Markiplier videos.
there's these 4 animatronics that between midnight and 6 a.m. come to life and walk around on their own. And the deal is, in the game, you're supposed to shut the doors to the office, check the lights, check the cameras to make sure that they don't get you. Because if they see you without a animatronic costume on, they think you're just an endoskeleton and they stuff you inside a suit. Thing is, it's full of metal and wiring and stab stuff. So it's not really ideal for a human body to go inside the animatronic figures.
No.
So that's how it starts. But as it goes further on, you realize there's a deeper meaning behind why the characters come to life and the backstory of everything. And they touch on that more directly. They touch on it quicker in the first movie. Because in the games, it takes a while to really dive into the lore.
Yeah, you're piecing it together by playing the mini games, playing the actual game, listening to the phone messages, and then as the series continues in 2 and 3 and Sister Location, all that, then you really start to understand what's fully going on.
As far as the movie goes, it's a lot quicker. Like Abby, who was Mike's sister in the movie, befriends them. Befriends the animatronics. I don't know if I mean, I guess we can, right?
The first one, I think we can spoil right off.
Yeah.
So spoilers for the first one. For the second movie, we'll start with not spoilers, and then
we'll give you.
But we'll give you the cut to where.
So in the first movie, you find out that the animatronics are possessed by dead children that were killed by a man named William Afton, who was supposedly a founder of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Lightning crackle when you say his name, William Afton.
So yeah.
Anyway,
William Afton, who basically founded Freddy Fazbear's Pizza
and created the animatronics,
killed these children, and did they say that he stuffed them in the suits?
No, he just killed them, and then their spirits, because he killed them
in the games. They were stuffed in the suits.
In the games, I do believe he made, because there's also the books. The books are connected to the games.
Books, yeah.
In the books, you also find out that we believe that William Afton created these little like orb things that he puts in these animatronics, but to make the animatronics way more realistic and loving and caring for the kids at the attraction, he kills the kids and puts their souls into these orbs that he then puts in, and I think they're supposed to be the eyes of the animatronics.
Right. Okay.
But that's like super deep cut comic book lore that they don't do in the movies.
So in the movies, their spirits of the dead kids possess these animatronics. That's why
naturally.
Naturally.
Yes.
That's why they walk around at night.
As far as we know right now, anyway. Because in the third one, they might expand on it and be like, yes, William did know that he was putting these souls into the animatronics, but as of right now, they're just possessed.
So Abby befriends these kids, and they have. I'm trying to remember exactly what happens.
So Abby befriends the animatronics, and she starts, and Mike is kind of like, oh, Abby finally has friends, so I might as well let her see them, and blah blah blah. But as they're doing this, William Afton, who we find out later in the first movie, was the guy.
Yes, the guy that hired Mike, Steve Raglan, played by Matthew Lillard, is William Afton.
Yes,
actually.
And he gave Mike this job in order to... I think he was planning on killing Mike, but Abby just happened to be there, and, William's got this thing for killing kids, so he was like, fuck it, I'll just kill her, And
then later on, I'll just bring Vanessa in now because...
She does show up in the movie.
She does show up in the movie. So you find out Vanessa is actually William Afton's daughter in the movies. It's different in the games, but we're talking about the movies. In the movies, Vanessa is actually William Afton's daughter.
Yes.
And eventually, they beat him, and the other animatronics... No, they didn't stuff him in. He did it to himself. Didn't he?
Yeah, so William Afton puts on the Springtrap suit.
He puts on one of the suits, one of the animatronic suits, and dies.
Yes, but the Spring Bonnie, the Golden Bonnie suit, which is what it's called before it gets all whatever.
Yes.
The Golden Bonnie suit is the suit that William would wear when he would entice these kids into the back rooms and kill them. That suit, because all the other ones are animatronics. They were built with robotic endoskeletons and then had suits put on them. The Golden Bonnie suit was the first ever prototype suit that was able to hold somebody in it, an employee
with
in them,
spring locks inside of it,
in order to make it still seem robotic and shit. However, because it's spring locked, it's very sensitive
and it's very faulty.
So
when
if any sort of grease or oil gets in it, it will lock itself. That is a problem for William Afton.
Because when he puts the head on,
it locks.
It locks in.
And the metal rib cage in the suit that puffs it out closes in and punctures and murders William Afton inside the suit.
Basically attaches him to the inside of the suit.
Basically,
it kills him. Yes,
it kills him.
They go into his ribs and they kill him.
Yeah, the suit kills William Afton, and the animatronics, knowing that a spirit can possess animatronics because they are spirits possessing animatronics, they know William Afton is a threat.
They take him away into a room that nobody can find, that nobody knows about, and hold him there.
Yes, they keep him captive.
They hold him there because they know he's dangerous.
Yes.
And it's all a happy ending. Right?
Yay! No.
No.
Because as William Afton states, I always come back. So, you know, that sets up a sequel, right? And the first movie, like we were talking about, is good. I think for the material they're going with and the way they performed it in a live-action movie, which people were nervous about, I still think it worked. Blumhouse, which owns the film rights for FNAF, did a really good job.
Oh,
I think.
Blumhouse.
Dude, they killed it. Literally. So yeah, the first movie is really good. I think all the characters are fun. I think giving the animatronics a bigger part in the story was nice too. Because in the games, they're just there and they're attacking you and blah blah blah.
And honestly, they did a hell of a job, like bringing the game design, the original designs to life.
Oh my god,
they were like on point accurate.
When they announced they were making this movie, I got nervous. But then when they said the suits are all practical, I was like, boom.
Which works because
it's at least a 6 out of 10 movie.
That's how they're supposed to. That's how they're supposed to be.
Yes, and it doesn't feel like whenever Abby or one of the characters interacts with the animatronics, it doesn't feel disjointed. You know, like I'll say this with a movie that came out this year, How to Train Your Dragon live action. Great movie. I still love it. But there are some moments where you can tell Hiccup is touching a blue orb that had CGI dragon on it.
Yeah.
But these movies, because they're practical, you can see the physical touch and the actual interaction, and you feel the weight of the animatronics when they move, and that's such a nice touch. It brings me back to like the Muppets and the Labyrinth and like those and the Dark Crystal, like those movies where everything's puppets and practical. It just gives this movie a really good feel, but it also makes it a little scarier because you're like, oh shit, yeah, these things are real, you know?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so the first movie ends. William Afton gets killed by the spring lock suit. He says, "I always come back." You know?
And then the animatronics
does his Matthew
take
Lillard
him off
things.
to somewhere where no one knows where.
Yes. So overall, the first movie, pretty good. You know, it's not the greatest horror movie I've ever seen. It's not the greatest movie I've ever seen. I definitely think video game adaptation-wise, it is on the better end. But I think it's still at the low side of that.
Yeah, like it's no Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, it's no Sonic. It's no animated Mario movie. But it's definitely better than like the live-action Tomb Raider, which I think is a good video game adaptation with Alicia Vikander.
Oh, okay.
So, but for me, it is down towards that, like Uncharted, the live-action Uncharted movie that they did with Tom Holland. It's in that area.
It's no 2021 Mortal Kombat.
No, no. That movie's good. That's better than FNAF 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but FNAF 1 is good. It is closer to that. So did you want to do a ranking for that one now, or do you want to go into the second one?
Let's rank the first one.
Okay, so the first one, I'm going to open Letterboxd.
Actually, I never ranked it on Letterboxd.
Ooh,
I think I'll do that right now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so the first FNAF movie, I give 3.5 stars.
Out
of 5, yes. So what would that would be 7 out of 10. The first FNAF movie is like a 7 out of 10. Like I said, it could be better, but it's not horrible. It rides that middle line pretty well for me, in my opinion.
I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5.
Oh, so a 6 out of 10, so you're lower than me. 10, but not much lower.
Not much lower.
Okay. I can understand that.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Cuz I mean, it is a good movie. It's just compared to other video game adaptations, it's on the lower end of the good ones.
Yeah.
It's not a bad one.
No.
It's just on the it's overshadowed by like Sonic. All 3 Sonics, mind you.
Yeah, actually, what did I give the
and
first Sonic
2021 Mortal Kombat, which we're very excited for the second one.
Oh man, we are going to talk about that one. Crazy. Oh my god, yeah. I have the first live-action Sonic movie and the first FNAF movie at the same.
Really?
Yeah, they're both 3.5. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give the first Sonic movie 4 out of 5. So 8 out of 10.
Oh, wow, okay.
Because I don't want to drop the FNAF movie, because I don't think it's a 6. I do think it deserves at least a 7. Maybe a 6.5, but
yeah, the
first Sonic movie I've seen multiple times now, and it is really good. But yeah, so the first FNAF movie I give a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, FNAF 2, We're going to talk about that now. So for right now, we're not going to talk about spoilers.
Yes.
But we will towards the end of it. So the way we'll do it is we'll not talk about spoilers. We'll give our ranking. Okay. Then we'll do the spoiler talk. So that way, so when we give you guys our ranking for FNAF 2, if you haven't seen it and you don't want to be spoiled, you can cut off. Make sense?
Yeah.
That sound
if
good?
You haven't seen it, once we get to our ranking,
the number,
then the number, then you can stop listening and go watch the movie.
Yes.
Because we don't want to give spoilers away to anybody that doesn't want to hear them.
Yeah. But for now, talking about FNAF 2.
So it wasn't exactly all sunshine and rainbows at the end of the first one.
Boom, boom, boom.
We get into the second one, and Mike's working on their house. We didn't even talk about the aunt in the first one, but she's not important.
Yeah, whatever.
Mike's redoing their house. Abby misses her friends.
Yes.
She doesn't know where they are. She can't go see them. He and Vanessa are not together.
Just friends.
They're friends. They go out, but they're not together.
Yeah. They go out on dates, but friendly dates.
Yes, friendly dates. So what basically Abby gets to a point where she wants to see her friends again. And they end up going there. They're not there. You can't find them. But they do find what is it called? A Faz Talk?
Yeah, it's called a Faz Talker. It's this device that allows you to talk with the animatronics, like from anywhere. You know, it's like one of those little toys, knockoff toys that you can get at the ticket booth.
Yeah.
In the place in Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria. And she takes that and takes it home.
She takes it home. Well, her friends start talking to her through it. Ooh. And they convince her to go. Well, was it them or was it? Yeah, it was them.
It was the marionette.
Oh, that's right. She thinks it's them.
Yes. Which I guess that's technically a minor spoiler, but whatever. People will pick it up. It's not this movie.
We're just going to tell you the marionette is in it.
Yes, these movies and the marionette's in the trailers. So, but these movies are not. That's one reason why they're also not kind of up higher for me is because they are predictable. You know, they're very easy to know where the story's going. A lot of the misdirects and the mysteries, I kind of knew going into it. But there are still some things that are hidden well.
Yes.
There are still some secrets that you will not pick up on until they reveal the secrets. There's even some secrets that they don't answer, and you have to watch the next one.
Yes.
Which, talking about that, they do set up another one.
They do set up a third. But
I'm not going to say
we'll get into that later in the spoiler section. So she goes back, can't find them, gets the Faz Talker, ends up being convinced to go to a different Freddy's location.
Yes.
Which is considered the first one?
The original.
The original Freddy Fazbear's. Where she meets different animatronic versions of the characters. The toy versions, they like to call them.
Yes.
Well, Toy Chica is actually speaks to her.
Mm-hmm.
And, convinces her that they're friends and ends up using her to try to release them out into the world because they have like a perimeter lock so they can't leave the restaurant or else they'll shut down. But it's all... Did we say it? I guess... Well, no.
That's spoilers.
So basically, the toy versions are there, the marionette's there, and Mike gets involved, Vanessa gets involved, and it takes a really darker turn.
Yeah.
There's also this Faz Fest going around about kids dressing up in like Freddy Fazbear costumes.
Yeah, after the events of the first movie... the aunt from the first movie, which we didn't talk about because she's not really that important. She has this whole subplot in the first movie where she's trying to get custody of Abby because she thinks Mike's not a good fit and blah, blah, blah. Whatever, but fuck that.
Basically, her whole thing with bringing attention to Freddy Fazbear reignites like the popularity and starts this Faz Fest, which, of course, is not really a good thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk about the movie without giving anything away.
I know. But, how about this? We'll just go through okay. So the characters in this movie. I think the human characters are fleshed out way better in this one.
Way better.
They have way more personality, but I also now think that like Josh Hutcherson and the other actors, they all know what movie it is now.
Yeah.
And so now they're fully in it, and
They're
I like
fully
that.
in it now, yeah.
Vanessa is one of my favorites in the second one. She's way better in it. I didn't really have an opinion about her in the first one after it, but in this one, she's probably my favorite one.
I think my biggest gripe is that Matthew Lillard was not in this as much.
Yes.
For obvious reasons.
Yes. That we'll get into in spoilers.
It still kind of sucked that he was not really in this one.
Yes.
He is, just not as much.
I will say, though, he might be in this one less than in the first one, but I think his performance in this one is better.
Oh, yeah.
But again, that's a spoiler thing that I'll get into later. I think the animatronics still look good. I think they all look good. The toy versions, I think the originals.
They, again, look they look so
Yes.
accurate. The toy versions, the prototype versions are in this.
Yeah.
Also from the second game.
Like the
Mangle and the prototype Bonnie with the missing face.
Yeah, those are in the games. I think they're technically called the withered versions. So if you know what withered Bonnie and withered Freddy are, they're in this movie as the prototypes.
As well as...
And they're so good.
The marionette.
Yep, marionette is here.
Which
looks
the
good.
marionette is scary in the games.
Fucking horrifying in the movie.
The marionette is fucking scarier in the movie.
Yeah.
Even just the look. Like the face, I'm like, whoa.
And the way they edit the marionette, like in the scenes that it's in, is fucking scary. Like that's a horror movie character, and they shoot that character like a horror movie character. We can get way deeper into it in spoilers, but my God,
they
the
did
marionette.
change stuff about the marionette in the movie, but that's okay because it works.
Yeah, the way they base the story off the games and books. Yeah. They do not fully follow them. But I do think the way the movie's doing it, honestly, maybe a little bit better because it's not as convoluted. The story in the movies are way easier to follow, which is good for regular watchers, like the regular audience member that aren't deep fans. But there are Easter eggs to the original story for those deep cut loving fans that they'll pick up on it. Like even us, who we're not super into Five Nights at Freddy's lore like that, but we know enough.
We know enough to understand
it, and it's really cool seeing characters or hearing names or these sound effects. They use Balloon Boy in this movie in the perfect way.
Balloon Boy
is in this movie, and they use him in the best possible, probably the only way you could use Balloon Boy in this
literally
movie.
Just at random points, like in the latter half of the movie throughout, you just hear...
Yeah, his little laugh.
Like off in the distance.
Yeah, it's so good.
We didn't get a hello, hi.
No, we didn't, but that would have been great.
Maybe we'll get that later.
Maybe. There is another one coming out.
They
did say they're going to start filming next year.
Yes.
So next one is coming. I think, like I touched on it a little bit earlier, the actual editing and pacing of this one, so much better than the first movie.
God.
It is leaps and bounds better.
Now they really know what they're doing.
Yeah, everyone on board, the cast and crew, they all know what type of movie they're making. They all have like this drive. The director is the same director as the first one. I think her directing style in this one is way better.
And I think having Scott Cawthon involved in like the writing and producing process is a really big help, considering he's the one that created it.
Yeah.
I think that helps.
Yeah, it also helps with the story because he knows the main full underlying story. Because again, most of the lore for the FNAF games and books, most of it is mainly just fan theorizing. It's fan theories. Scott is still a game theory. By the way, Matt Pat's in this movie as Toy Bonnie. You can't even tell it's him.
Nope, because his voice is higher pitched.
Yes, he actually did a voice.
Matt Pat is Toy Bonnie. Toy Chica.
Toy Chica is Megan Fox.
Does not sound like
Doesn't
Megan
sound
Fox.
like Megan Fox. Again, probably a good thing. And then Toy Freddy, we found out, is voiced by Kellen
Goff.
Goff. But I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
But they did a good job, too. Everyone that voiced the animatronics did a very good job.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I just think this movie is better. Only slightly, though, in my opinion. And we'll get into that when we do the ranking.
I think it's slightly better, too.
Another non-spoilery thing I'm trying to think of.
This is the better of the two movies, but it's slightly better.
Yeah, only slightly.
Because now they know what they're doing. They know what they're getting into.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all we can talk about with not spoiling it. I think the rest of it is all spoilers. McKenna Grace's character is in it in the trailers. You see her.
You
she
see
has an okay
you
part.
see her. Well, the thing is, you don't see you see her in the trailers, but that's not all the screen time.
She
has.
does have a bigger role.
She does end up having somewhat of a bigger role.
Yeah, and it is kind of cool. I think the opening to this movie is probably the second best part of the movie.
Yeah, the opening.
The opening is so strong. It hits you. It's got the jump scares. It's got the emotions, the feelings. The editing is so good. And the way they go into the title screen.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. It's so good. But yeah, the opening to this movie is probably the best part of it, other than one other scene that we'll get to in spoilers. But after the opening, it does kind of... It doesn't, like, slow down, but it definitely peters out.
It peters out for a little while.
And then towards the third act is when it ramps back up.
Yeah.
And it just... But after you hit... Like, the first and second act of this movie are kind of, like, very one note. You know, like, there are some peaks and valleys there, but overall it's kind of, you know, it rides a line. Then you hit the third act and it skyrockets and it keeps going, even to the credits. So that's good. And then, like I said, the opening, the first, like, what was it, like the first 5-10 minutes of the movie? The actual opening before you hit the title screen where it says 5 Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah.
That's like another part of the movie where it just up. And then once the title hits, it drops a little bit and then just peters out until the third act.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing, but the pacing is still better.
The pacing is still good. Yeah, I think this movie, we didn't realize this movie is like 2 hours long.
2 hours.
I don't know if I would say that's too long.
I don't think so.
Not long enough.
I think it's okay. I think it's an all right length.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much in this movie that I would say cut out.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could add any more either without going too deep into crazy shit. So I do think the run time of the movie is good.
Oh yeah, so do I.
So that's another positive.
Yeah, the runtime I think is perfect. Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to talk about this movie other than spoilers. So what would you rank it?
I gave the first one a 3, 3 out of 5. This one gets a 3.5.
Yeah, I do think this one is better overall. I'm having a tough time because I gave the first movie 3.5 stars out of 5. I'm also giving this 3.5 stars. But if I really could do it on Letterboxd, I think I'd give the first one like a 6.8 or like a 6.9, and I would give this one like a 7.1 or a 7.2. You know, like the second one I think is better, but only by a little tiny margin. But I can't do that on here. What are you laughing at?
Someone wrote in a review, shout out to the guy in the theater who kept dry humping his popcorn every time Toy Chica was on screen.
Hey, yo. Bro, they didn't even make Toy Chica that attractive in the movie. She's
really
way
didn't.
more attractive in the games.
Oh, yeah.
I do like, though, there is a line from Chica where Chica literally asks Abby, "You don't like my body?"
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's
you don't
crazy.
Like my body?
Do you like my body? Like, wild.
Would you fuck me?
Yes, that's also a line in the movie.
But anyway.
But yeah, so getting into spoilers.
What was your rating?
I gave it, but again, it's like both movies I have a 3.5, but the first movie I'd give like a 6.8, a 6.9, and the second one I'd give like a 7.2, a 7.3. So they're like right there. But Letterboxd doesn't let me do that. If I had to be real specific, this one is slightly better. I don't think it's a whole half or full point higher.
Well, I do. First one's a 3-star. This one's a 3.5.
Yeah. I would be willing to agree.
And
I just don't want to drop the first one down too low.
Now we get into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, don't listen to this next part.
Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
Right off the table, we're going to talk about a character that we didn't mention because we didn't want to give it away. Skeet Ulrich is in this movie.
Also, I like that you said right off the table. I like that. We should keep that.
Yes.
But go ahead. Yeah, Skeet Ulrich is in this movie.
Who co-starred with Matthew Lillard in Scream.
Yes, this is their first time acting together since
then.
And
they did not share a scene together in this movie.
No, they did not.
So it was rumored and then confirmed in the movie that Skeet Ulrich played Henry Emily, the other co-founder of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Yes, and the father of Charlotte.
And the father of Charlotte, who is dead,
and
who died at the beginning.
Yes.
And possesses the marionette.
Bum, 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 bum.
who's behind the whole thing.
Yes, the marionette literally is pulling the strings, which I think is a fantastic
I
way
didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, they even said it in the movie. They were like, oh, the marionette, like conducts the animatronics, and that's how you pick up the marionette is actually Toy Chica, who's convincing Abby to do the shit, and then the other things and the other things over
and
there.
And
the thing happening in Ohio right now. Have you seen that shit? That's crazy.
The thing and the stuff and the thing.
But yeah, so that's what I meant earlier when I said that the plot and some of the secrets are very predictable. They do give you these foreshadowing moments and they do give you these hints, but like the marionette being the puppeteer of all the things happening in this movie is brilliant. It's the perfect way to do the marionette in live action. They also make the marionette like an exorcist ghost demon that possesses other things.
That can possess other bodies.
Because again, puppet master, marionette,
and in this
case,
at one point, the marionette possesses the body of McKenna Grace's character.
Yes, that's
what we mean by how she had a bigger role than it looks in the trailer.
Yeah, and dude, when that marionette is in the body of McKenna Grace, fucking horrifying.
That was scary as shit.
There's a scene in the trailers.
I've never been more scared of her in my life.
Yeah, so in the trailers, there's a shot of Vanessa looking into, people have assumed, the music box, which in the movie, yes, she's looking into the music box that the marionette comes out of. And behind her, there's a big hole that people have noticed the marionette peeking through. In the trailer, they made it dark, so you can't really tell. Yeah. But if you brighten the screen, you can see it. And in the trailer, they didn't edit McKenna Grace's face. It's just the marionette puppet face. So you don't know it's McKenna Grace.
Don't know,
but in the movie, that scene, literally, when that scene happened, I was like, oh shit, this movie is scary. They are pushing the boundaries of this PG-13 rating, and I'm here for it.
They really are.
Yeah.
Because at one point, Toy Chica is going after Abby's science teacher, who is played by Wayne Knight, who is a total dick in this movie.
Dude, he's probably more of a villain than the marionette. He's the biggest villain in this movie.
And Toy Chica says to him, I just want to see what's going on inside your head, which means I'm going to squeeze your head until it fucking crushes open and splatters all over the place.
She literally kingpinned Wayne Knight.
Literally, it was like inches away from an R rating. Like if they showed the blood, it would have been R rated.
Yeah,
but you hear it.
Yep, you hear the crunching and the smushing.
You know what's happening.
Yes.
And then she goes, just what I thought. Nothing.
Yep.
Is going on in there.
By the way, crazy line.
That's a crazy line.
The one-liners are insane.
Yes.
Because then even later, Freddy says to the kids, he's like, oh, I have to go see what's going on in these parents' minds. Yeah. And the kids are just like, yeah, okay, sure. Like, the one-liners that these animatronics have are kind of dope. Toy Bonnie even has a good line where she's like, I'm going to go see if your mom will let us stay up late. Meanwhile, she's going to go murder her mom.
Yes.
But yeah, the gore and the R rating, the PG-13 rating is pushed to its limit in this movie. And this is what the fans asked for. They wanted more jump scares. They wanted more action. They wanted more of all these things.
And I think they're prepping us in this for the third. I feel like the third is going to be the
big one.
Scariest and the goriest. I think they're prepping us for 3.
Yeah, I know why they're doing the PG-13 rating is because this is a family kid thing.
It's because a lot of kids
are into this franchise, and I understand you don't want to push that boundary. But like, come on, make the third one rated R. Yeah, man. Make the third one rated R.
Monkey business.
Just push it there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If parents bring their kids to see it, then clearly the parents are just stupid and they didn't watch the trailers or do their research. The same thing with Deadpool when that came out. It was R-rated, but parents were like, oh, it's a superhero thing. And then a mom complained, oh, well, I didn't know it was rated. Bitch, watch the trailers, do your research.
Yeah, you can't sue for that.
Don't just bring your kid. Yeah, don't just bring these kids to these movies because they're enjoying it. Actually do your research, because if you're going to go watch this movie that your kid wants to go see, and it turns out to be, like, Sausage Party was the same thing, too.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, it's an animated movie about food. My son will love it. Meanwhile, they're all having an orgy in the fucking end of the movie for a whole 7 minutes. Crazy. But, like, do your research, please, parents. So please make the third one rated R. Please. Or at least, like, really push it. Really push that limit.
Please.
Yes.
I'm begging you.
But, yeah, so you find out Marionette's doing everything, but then...
So Mike goes back to... Abby's in danger. Abby's in danger with the marionette.
I'm in danger.
So Mike goes back to the location from the first movie and tries to call her friends to say, hey, look, Abby's in danger. She needs you right now.
Yeah.
They don't answer, obviously. But then...
In true Avengers Endgame portal scene.
Avengers level threat form, all of the toy versions are killed by the originals from the first one.
And one of the better parts of this is before you see the originals from the first film come on screen, you hear Freddy.
Yeah.
And then they show Freddy, and it's like, wow!
Well, actually, you hear do from Foxy.
Is that what it was?
That was Foxy.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking of the plushie scene, which you pointed out was the
all right.
yeah.
So for anybody that remember, there was a guy, I forget his name, but he was on TikTok, and he would do like this black guy on TikTok that would do like the beatboxing, and at one point he did the Five Nights at Freddy's beatbox. He was like or, and then like that. You probably know what it is. That sound, the or, has a cameo in this movie. It's like a plushy Freddy. Mike like squeezes a plush Freddy, and you hear or. I was laughing about it like throughout the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and I didn't pick up on it.
I was like, I cannot believe that was in this movie.
Well, because I thought what Mike was gonna do is he was gonna boop the nose of the doll. Because in the games, there's a plushie on the desk. If you click its nose, it makes that like clown horn sound. So I thought that's what that was gonna be, but no, he fully just squeezes it, and it goes hor. Yeah, that thing.
Bro, it's crazy that was in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
It still cracks me up. Like, they as soon as I heard it, I'm like, no fucking way.
Yeah, no. This movie is made for the fans, and you could tell.
Oh, yeah.
It's done so well. Going into my favorite scene of the movie is where Matthew Lillard has his screen time. We were saying earlier that he's not in this movie as much. He has a whole scene with Vanessa's
It's like
character.
a whole 5-minute dream sequence.
Dude, it's the best part of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Matthew Lillard does a crazy performance. And the editing of it, when she's looking down the hallway at him, and
true.
all the doors opened.
That was true horror movie fashion.
Yes.
Right there.
And I was like, thank you, editors and director, for making it this actually jump scary. That's the first time I got jump scared in the movie, was when all those doors were flying open, and then the last one flipped, and he was just standing right in front of her.
Oh, yeah.
I genuinely was like, whoa, shit. Like, it caught me off because I wasn't ready. And then he's standing at the top of the stairs, and he's just like, I love you. I care about you. You are mine. Yo, Matthew Lillard. There's a reason we made a song for you. About you. This right here. Look, Quentin, what are you talking about though? Go see this movie. Quentin, just ask the director for just this scene, this hallway scene, and you'll be proven wrong that Matthew Lillard can't act. Because he can. He's a great actor.
Tarantino's pulling a Kanye West right now.
I'm Kanye West. But yeah, that scene is the best scene in the movie in my opinion. I don't know if you agree.
I have to agree. Yeah.
That's so good.
That's like true horror movie fashion.
Yeah, it's so good.
So, we might as well, since we're also talking about spoilers, we'll go to the ending. Well, we got to the ending.
Yeah.
But now we're getting to the after credits. Well, not the ending.
The mid credits, I guess.
First before the credits. So, in the end, you find out. So, there's another character in this named Mike, who's also like a security guard or whatever, watching the other building. The original Freddy's.
And he's the reason McKenna Grace's character gets possessed by the marionette in the first place.
Yes, because he sent them there.
Yes.
So you find out he's Vanessa's brother, Michael Afton, who is also a main character in which one?
I think he's the one in Sister Location.
Sister Location, yes.
Oh, real quick, before you get to that. In the dream sequence with Matthew Lillard and Vanessa, they tease Circus Baby.
They did tease Circus
Baby.
And
that shit legit chills. Because Sister Location, for a lot of people, is the best game.
Yeah.
Or, like, the second best game.
Yes.
I love Sister Location. I think it is the best one. Obviously, the first one is iconic and everything. But the second one is just a genuinely... The Sister Location
is a
an
accurate-looking Circus Baby for, like, 3 seconds.
And it's crazy because in the dream sequence, he is saying to Vanessa, like, oh, I still need you. You're a part of this. Hinting that she will become Circus Baby. I don't know if that's how they're going to do it, because in the games, Vanessa becomes Glitch Trap.
That's
from the VR games. The bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but I don't know how they're going to play it yet.
So
because
what
the
they've done now, so Mike can't trust her because she's lied so many times. So he tells her to stay away from him and Abby. It's a pretty bleak ending.
Yeah, I'm sorry for laughing. I just remembered my joke I made
And then
in the theater.
oh,
I guess the poo wasn't that good. He kicked her out real quick. Real quick.
he was like, damn, that shit smells.
He did not care either. He was like, that shit felt like I was throwing my hot dog down your hallway. Like, that shit was ass.
Jesus.
We could keep it in.
Anyway, so they leave, and then the marionette, because they forgot about the marionette after they're using the
Yeah, so the marionette
box.
at some point possesses Abby. Mike uses a music box, to send the marionette to sleep.
Like you do in a game.
Yes, the marionette leaves Abby's body and goes away. And then Mike stupidly...
He puts it down, it stops making noise.
Yeah, he closes it and puts it down.
And for anybody that didn't know the games, you're like, oh, well, I guess it's over now. But
nope.
People who did, like us, were like, that should still be playing. Idiot. Because after they leave, the marionette comes up behind Vanessa and possesses her.
Yes.
So now Charlotte has possessed Vanessa.
Yes.
And then it cuts to black and the credits
That's
roll.
how the movie ends.
Until a mid-credit scene. 3 guys run into I think it's a different Freddy's. I don't remember if it's...
No, it's the first one from the game, from the first movie. Because that's where
Okay.
Springtrap is being held.
True. The spirit of Golden Freddy before they all die, because they all died after they saved Mike, Vanessa, and Abby.
Oh, yeah.
They all move on to the afterlife, and they tell Mike, because Mike can see them now for some reason. The kid says, we can't hold him anymore. Come to find out, they're talking about Springtrap.
Yes.
William Afton. Remember when they dragged him away at the end of the first one? They were holding him in a room that you can't find. Well, these 3 dudes somehow find this mystery room in the first movie's location, and they put plastic over him because they want to take him, because I guess they want to try to sell him or pawn him off or something. And you see Springtrap under this plastic. Well, one eye turns on. William possesses the body, or the suit, and then it cuts to black and more credits roll.
Yes. And it's so good.
And it's so good, you're watching, you're like, maybe we'll stay to see if there's another scene. Near the very end of the credits, a message plays from Henry Emily about warning him about what I forget exactly what he said.
He basically is sending a recorded voicemail to Mike, being like, listen, because I used to work with William,
he tells him
I
the
still
truth.
have trackers and stuff about
Yeah.
the other animatronics, and I'm just telling you, and then all of a sudden it's static, and then
Yeah.
he's like, she's coming for you, be careful, and then the phone call cuts out.
Yeah.
So we are meant to assume that the marionette killed him,
Maybe.
because it is her
I
father.
I also said to Sean, I was like, what if Henry Emily was phone guy the whole time?
Which I think that would be cool.
Like, even in the games.
Yeah, that I don't know. I'd have to actually Google that, because I'm sure that's been answered who Phone Guy is.
True, yeah.
Because there were theories saying that William Afton was Phone Guy too.
Was phone guy, yeah.
Kind of trying to, like, because in the 5th or 6th night of the first game, the Phone Guy's call is like a bunch of clanking and like guttural sounds, and it's supposed to be William getting spring-trapped or something. But I
Yes.
think it's been confirmed that it wasn't William on the phone. But I think it'd be cool if in the movies, at least, Henry Emily was Phone Guy.
That would be crazy.
Even though Phone Guy didn't show up in either of the
Hello?
movies, but hello.
But yeah, that's what happened in the movie.
Yeah, no, this movie was good.
It was. Very good.
And again, me and Josh were talking about it. The car ride. The critics for this movie, they don't like these movies.
They lambasted the first one. The first one's got like a 30-something%.
Yeah.
This one has 12.
Yeah, this one was received horribly.
But it's not about that. It's about the fans that go to see the movie, because this movie has already earned back its budget.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting a third one.
Yes.
And it just came out.
Yeah,
It came out on Friday.
And they did confirm that they are going to start filming the third one soon.
I just realized that. That's why I was so busy in there, because it just came out.
Yeah, it just came out this Friday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
And it's already earned back its budget.
Yes.
Actually, it's earned double its budget.
Yeah, didn't you say it earned like 100 something?
It's got 109 million, and it said the budget was between like 39 and 51 million.
Yeah. So
it's already earned its money back.
yes.
So we're getting a third one.
Yeah, and I'm so excited because Matthew Lillard has teased. They were like, look, the first 2 games were like, these real like mystery-oriented murder kind of games, but we all know the third one is where the horror really comes in.
Oh, yeah.
And then Matthew Lillard says that. He's like, so in the third game, the horror elements and the gore and the actual backstory of William Afton really gets revealed. And then he just goes, he just lifts his shoulders and he just goes, so who knows? So the third movie could be based on the third game very heavily.
Oh, yeah.
Which that for me is one of the better FNAF games. I think the actual story and the storytelling in that game is best. Compared to the other ones.
Well, Springtrap is like the scariest villain.
Yeah.
Because you know who it is.
Him, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ballora fucking sucks in Sister Location. She's the one that like spins and dances in the dark room and then she just gets you. I don't like Ballora, but we'll get into that if we ever get to that movie.
Now, the big question I asked you already, I'm going to ask you here is, will we get a Markiplier appearance?
I hope so.
Because we know he couldn't appear in the first one because of commitments to Iron Lung, right? Or was it The Edge of Sleep that he was
I think
doing?
it was both. He couldn't do the first one because I think he immediately went from Edge of Sleep to Iron Lung production.
I think he did, yeah.
So he was super busy and they couldn't get it.
Yeah.
And so he was also still working on Iron Lung when the second one was coming out.
But
so he couldn't
I
do it
also
either.
think that now they can have the opportunity to make him a huge, important character in the
Yes.
lore. Who? I don't know.
He is just God. Because the kids keep
Hello,
talking
everybody.
about...
My name is God.
Well, the kids keep talking about going to heaven in this movie. So maybe we'll see heaven, and Markiplier will just be like, hello, everybody. Welcome to the gates of heaven. I'm Markiplier.
He's got the hair for it.
He does. Yes, he does
He looks
have that.
like Hawaiian Jesus. Hoesis.
Hoesis? Wait, hold on. Hoeser?
Weezer. Coresis.
Carl Weezer?
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's our review of FNAF 1 and 2.
Yes. So if you did see the
you
first
have-
one,
yeah.
go see the second one. The second
Yes.
one is better.
And if you have seen the first one and the second one, what did you think? Did you
Yes.
like them? Did you hate them? Do you think they adapt the games well in their own way? Because they are a lot pretty
Yeah.
different too.
Yes.
But
Again,
what did
in
you
a good
think
way.
of them? Did
Like
you
I
them?
was saying, Vanessa in the games is Glitch Trap, but at the end of this movie, she gets possessed by the marionette.
Yeah.
So where are they going to go with that?
Exactly.
That'll be interesting.
Exactly.
That's honestly the one of the better things that they left the movie with, like
Yeah.
with us questioning, like, oh, what's going to happen to Vanessa? And it's a good mystery because again, the movie legit just ends.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no good ending.
no,
This movie does not end well.
This movie has a very bleak ending.
Yeah, like in the first one, they do kind of hint, like with Springtrap saying, I always come back. But then you think all the characters are just going to go home and be like, yay, life is
Yeah.
good now.
And the movie didn't even start off like happy either, kind of.
No, it didn't.
This was a very bleak movie.
But I love that. I
do
love
too.
that they went that direction.
I do too. I'm very happy about it.
But yeah, finish closing us out, sorry.
But anyway, yeah, what did you think? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think it adapted? Do you think the adaptation was very well done or not? I think so. He thinks so. But other than that, if you haven't seen the second, if you've seen the second one, if you've seen the first one, go see the second one. If you haven't seen the first one, watch the first one, please, and
Yes.
then watch the second one. And if you've seen both, good for you. Then you're ready. But that'll do it for us. Post your comments down below at the bottom of the episode. You could send us messages on Instagram at the Fongy Corporation, or you can email us at thefongycorporation@gmail.com. That's THEFONGY Corporation@gmail.com. And with that,
Head over to the YouTube channel as well.
head over to
There's
the
actually
YouTube channel.
videos over there now.
Friday, there will be another video out on Friday, the same day as Celebrity Dinner Party.
Yes,
Go stream that on Friday.
Celebrity Dinner Party out on this Friday, and also this Friday there is our review of the SpongeBob Bikini Bundle box, Bikini Bottom Bundle something.
Bikini Bottom Bundle.
See?
Bikini Bottom Bundle.
Yes.
Sounds like a sex store. Bikini Bottom Bundle. But yeah, tune in next week. We're talking about Marvel and DC.
Yes, we're going to be pitting the two superhero titans against each other in a Marvel versus DC episode.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, just end. I was going to do something, but just end it.
See ya.
Bye.